all the altcoiners, they're trapped in this foolish notion that somehow the Bitcoin's going to move at the speed of the layer one. But that's just as foolish as criticizing New York for being built on granite that hasn't moved in 200 million years.
Wow.
Right. The granite underneath Central Park hasn't moved in 200 million years. That's why it's not valuable. That's why it's Boomer Park. Right. The granite doesn't have to move. The granite's not supposed to move.
Right.
What moves is the stuff above the granite. Right. So Satoshi created something worth hundreds of billions that will be worth trillions, that'll be worth tens of trillions, that will be worth 100 trillions in cyberspace. And you can build something on top of it. It's the only thing you can build on top of it, right? It's the first successful digital commodity. It's the only known instance of a digital scarcity.
Hello and welcome to Money Talks. In today's video, Chairman of MicroStrategy and popular Bitcoin proponent Michael Saylor updates about his thoughts on Bitcoin scarcity, its importance for the crypto industry, and the entire crypto space. He also shares his thoughts on the Bitcoin Lightning Network and why Bitcoin is the shining city in the cyberspace. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video where Michael Saylor reveals his take on the future of altcoins.
Now, if you look at the history of money, we build money on commodities, glass beads, bales of tobacco, large stone coins, silver coins, copper coins, gold coins. They're all commodities. What's the best money? The scarcest commodity. It was gold, but now the scarcest commodity is Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's not just double, triple, quadruple the stock to flow of gold, right? Bitcoin is in its terminal velocity or at an equilibrium, it is infinite stock to flow. But in fact, you could make a better argument. It's not just infinite stock to flow. It's not just that it's capped at 21 million, therefore infinite. It's negative stock to flow, right? Because any rational person can say, I know there's no way to get beyond 21 million, but I also know that the forces of entropy, some dude is going to have their keys in their head and get caught in a traffic accident or a plane crash or drowned, and the keys will be lost forever. And that amount of Bitcoin will be removed from the system forever, never to be spent. And so force majeure acts of God, right, and acts of man are going to cause the Bitcoin supply to actually decrease from 21 million. We already, Satoshi set an example, but we also know of other large blocks of Bitcoin that have been lost. So Bitcoin isn't just the best digital commodity money, it's the best digital money. It's the best money because it has transcended the phrase commodity. There is every other commodity in the world, be it a digital commodity or a physical commodity, is uncapped. You can create more of it. Right? Oranges, tobacco, copper, platinum, palladium, diamonds, oil, natural gas, corn, whatever it is. Right? So how many times in the history of mankind have we ever created a commodity which was capped? Absolutely. Once. Bitcoin.
MicroStrategy Inc. is likely to show a return to profitability when reporting third-quarter results after co-founder Michael Saylor turned the enterprise software maker into a Bitcoin investment vehicle. That's a marked change from the loss of more than $1 billion posted in the prior 3-month period, when an almost 60% plunge in the cryptocurrency required MicroStrategy to write down the value of its holdings. Bitcoin rose 3.7% in the most recent quarter. The company's digital asset impairment reflects the decline in the price of Bitcoin versus the price at which the Bitcoin was acquired. Under standard accounting rules, the value of digital assets such as cryptocurrencies must be recorded at their cost and then only adjusted if their value is impaired or goes down. But if the price rises, that does not get reported unless an asset is sold.
And so if I give you 1 million barrels of oil and you can pump 1 million barrels of oil a day out of the ground, you're rich and you've got value. It's not a scarcity, though. It's a commodity because there's no cap on it. So if I could actually inject digital barrels of oil into cyberspace. And if I told you I was going to give you 5 million digital barrels of oil a day in cyberspace, you would also be rich and happy, right? I mean, I see the smile on your face, so that's good. But it's still not scarcity, because you can't stop anybody else from creating energy. Right? The problem with your 5 million barrel of oil a day monopoly is if I create nuclear power plants and I don't need oil, or if I create fusion reactors and I give you a fusion reactor the size of a thermos that'll generate enough power to light up a city for a year off of, 8 ounces of water, the oil as a commodity gets demonetized. You see, the utility function of oil is going to crash when the machines of the civilization don't require oil. When the machines of the civilization require natural gas has utility. So energy has value in the real world. If I put energy into cyberspace, it also has value. But there's something better than digital energy. It's digital scarcity. And the idea of digital scarcity is, it's not just that I'm bringing something of value into cyberspace. I'm creating something of value which is ultimately scarce everywhere and forever in cyberspace. I'm creating 21 million blocks of value and no more. So what Satoshi did was he created the ability for you to move a block of value in the form of a digital commodity, which is also a digital scarcity, from point A to point B, from a computer to a computer. Once he did that, then in theory, you can move that on a layer 2 or a layer 3. We saw today Cash App released a new degree of support for Lightning. So now I can move a block of Bitcoin via Bitcoin transaction on layer 1, or I can move it on a Lightning transaction, layer 2, or I can move it on a cash tag transaction, layer 3. Okay, so that is a pretty powerful idea.
In its earnings press release, MicroStrategy noted it was encouraged by the Financial Accounting Standard Board's recent support of the use of fair value accounting for Bitcoin, which would allow companies to report losses and gains immediately, as they would other traditional financial assets. Executive Chairman Michael Saylor echoed Kang's optimism on MicroStrategy's conference call Wednesday, adding that Bitcoin will benefit as more clarity and guidance is offered. It doesn't mean that we have enough guidance to change our accounting, Saylor said on the call, though when considering next steps, we know we have unanimous support to adopt fair value accounting for Bitcoin, he added. Between August 2nd and September 19th, MicroStrategy bought 301 Bitcoins for about $6 million, according to a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The purchase brought MicroStrategy's total holdings of Bitcoin to almost 130,000. At Bitcoin's current price of about $20,440, the value of those holdings is approximately $2.66 billion. MicroStrategy's entire market capitalization is roughly $2.9 billion. So, do you agree with Michael Saylor that Bitcoin is the present and the future of cyberspace? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.